Good morning, Gemini. Welcome back to Tarot with Kat. I'm Kat, and it is Wednesday, December 3rd, and this will be your weekly tarot reading for December 3rd through the 10th. So welcome. A lot of big energetic things happening now that we're entering this grand water trine and enter around the 28th, 29th of November, and it's huge. It's impacting everyone, especially water signs. So yeah, anyway, we got that going on. Now let's see what the tarot has to say for you this week, shall we, Gemini? This is the reading for Gemini for the week of December 3rd through the 10th. So I'm using new decks for a change this week. I took a whole bunch out for this impromptu Thanksgiving reading that I did, which you'll have to check out on my channel. So I'm using here, instead of our Smith weight, my traditional, this is 30 years old. This is the deck that I own, that I've owned the longest of all of my different tarot decks. I've owned this one the longest, near about 30 years. Anyway, maybe more, maybe a little bit more. I'm not sure. So traditional, I will put descriptions to all of the decks that I use in the description below this video. You are coming out as the High Priestess this week, Gemini. Crossing you as your challenge obstacle awareness is the King of Wands. Below you in your subconscious tool chest is this Eight of Wands. Stepping out of your immediate past in November, the end of November, the Chariot. Crowning you in your crown is this Ace of Wands, a lot of wands, all wands and two major arcana. Stepping into your immediate future, mid-December, the Queen of Wands. You and your environment this week, Gemini, are feeling like beautiful Six of Pentacles. That's gorgeous. Your environment this week is handing you a Ten of Pentacles. Oh, this is looking so beautiful so far, Gemini. Your hopes and fears sector, and I'm sure it's hopes, Six of Wands. Final potential outcome, with all these Wands and Pentacles, we have a Three of Swords, which is very, very interesting. It begs for clarification. So let's get our final card, our clarification card. This card will remain hidden. This is also a different deck than I've been using so far on this channel. So I've swapped out my holographic deck for my deck called Arcanum. It's sort of Oracle, and my pup up there is up there whining because he's alone up there. I will go see him right after this video. But anyway, I might have to pause after I pull this card to go make sure he doesn't have to go pee or something. Whoop! We're not going to take that one. This deck is meant to be read in upright or reverse, so we're going to be very careful because I shuffled it very carefully, reversing it and doing it especially before I started this video. So we will read it's upright or reversed. So if you're learning tarot, I highly recommend this deck of cards, which again, I will link in the description to this video. If you're trying to learn those tricky reversals, this is a wonderful deck for learning them. So there you go. I am going to take a short little time out to go check on my pup, and I'll be right back. All right, we're back. The pup is handled. Thank you for that. That didn't take long. All right, let's get deeper into this reading. And of course, we have somebody mowing the lawn in the front yard, so hopefully that won't last too long. All right, you are coming up this week, Gemini, is this High Priestess. So she's our second major arcana. She's all about intuition and trusting your intuition and listening to and she's all knowing also. There are no secrets from the High Priestess. And this is representing you this week, Gemini. You're being crossed as your challenge obstacle awareness by this King of Wands. King of Wands energy. It could be somebody in your life that's a challenge or an obstacle for you, who has King of Wands energy. They would be very passionate, moving forward, very structured, very in control, and forward facing. They could be, you know, a fire sign. That would be Aries, Leo, or Sag. Somebody like that in your life doesn't have to necessarily have to be male or female just because it's King of Wands, is crossing you as your awareness this week, Gemini, for whatever that means for you. You're bringing with you down here in your subconscious tool shed this Eight of Swords, which is swift action. A lot of work, swift, quickly, moving quickly, doing things quickly, is the energy you're bringing with you as part of you, beneath you. You are stepping out of, in the month of November and probably throughout the summer, this Chariot card, our 7th major arcana, which is all about having to balance the positive, the negative, the yin, the yang, in order to continue to make forward motion, forward progress. That's what you've been doing. Here in your crown, you have an Ace of Wands. So you want lots of wands, lots of wands and pentacles. You are being crossed by this King of Wands. So perhaps it's a challenge, perhaps it's an awareness. I think it's more of a challenge to step up to that King of Wands energy, because in your crown is this Ace of Wands. You have aces are new beginnings of something, and this has to do with following your dreams and your passions, these wands. And that's up there in your crown. So I feel like this is your challenge, in that is the energy you need to manifest, is that King of Wands. You're stepping into, in your immediate future in mid-December, this Queen of Wands energy. I love this card. She's my card. She's got her black cat. I've got my black cat right there. She's Sagittarius. Again, fire sign, Aries, Leo, or Sag. Doesn't have to be a woman in your life. Could be somebody with Queen of Wands energy. So somebody very strict, nurturing and loving home and family, but very straightforward, very passionate. And Queens also are the ones that deal with healing the past. So she would be the ones like, they're the nurturers of the court cards, as opposed to the kings, who are very, very much focused on forward progress. And yeah, they're the more in touch of the court cards. They're the more in tune with the High Priestess than the king is. So you this week are feeling this beautiful 6 of Pentacles, which is feeling of giving and charity and giving back. You finally starting to have some success. So you're realizing the importance of giving back, and it is so important. Energetically speaking, it like triggers this energy flow that starts going in the positive direction. It's huge. And that's what you're doing this week in your environment. And then look what your environment's giving you this week, this 10 of Pentacles. This is a new beginning. 10s are a 1 and a 0 is 1. It's new beginnings. It's generational abundance and wealth going on, happening for you around you in your environment this week. Your hopes are for some recognition, some kudos, some triumph, victory. 6 of Wands. You are the 6 of Pentacles. 6s are coming back into balance and starting the whole energy flow in a more positive direction. And so a 6 of Wands is all about minor like triumphs and recognitions and awards. Maybe there's an award you're hoping for. Maybe there's something you're hoping to get recognized for in this career path you're seeking. And then we come to this really interesting potential final outcome, which is a 3 of Swords, which is heartache. It's change. 3s are always change, and swords are words and communication, but the 3 of Swords is the end of relationships, whether it's friendships, it's loss, it's losses, it's especially to the heart, things that we cared about. It's a loss of things that we cared about, okay, is the 3 of Swords, is a potential outcome. That kind of is understandable when you're going through all of this, and when you are being a King of Swords and you're like manifesting all these things. In order to get to this level, you've had to cut away things. We were experiencing this in November, right? So that heartache is still there. I feel like we're still facing that. I feel like there's still stuff to be, heartaches that are going to be faced in order to step through this portal that this grand trine is opening. So I'd love further clarification on that Three of Swords card as our final potential outcome. Let's see what our card is from our Arcanum deck. So we have the Hanged Man, right side up. So that's awesome. It's surrender. It's looking at things from it's beautiful. So you've got the right side up, right side up, he is upside down, if that makes sense. He's not reversed. It's the upright position of the Hanged Man, who is upside down in the upright position. Anyway, you get what I mean. You got the upright, which is surrender, which is wonderful. It's stillness, faith, uncertainty, pause, taking a pause, having faith, looking at things from a new perspective, surrendering the need for immediate answers in what will allow deeper wisdom to emerge. So not needing immediate answers is what will allow deeper wisdom to emerge, is our final word here. I love that. I'm loving this Arcanum deck. Again, if you're trying to learn tarot and learn uprights and reversals, it's a cool deck. And the illustrations are really neat. I like them a lot, and how they go with the Rider-Waite illustrations of Pamela, of Pixie. So thank you so much for being with me, Gemini. I really appreciate this. I'm Kat, and I will see you next week. Hit that thumbs up. It helps my channel a lot. Hit subscribe. Be one of the first 500 VIP members to get a free lifetime membership. And I'll see you next week.